Alright, gonna start streaming on the loading screen. Because I'm different. But today, we are gonna be starting Grizzleheim.
We have a small crisis.
Okay, well, yeah, obviously we're gonna get that, but let's go to Grizzleheim.
Your arrival is well timed. I must ask for your assistance once more. As you know, there are many worlds in the spiral. Wizard City is one, and you likely know of others. One of these worlds is Grizzleheim, a cold and wintry place peopled with fierce warriors. The Grizzleheim World Tree was once linked to the rest of the spiral, but the contact was lost. We thought it was destroyed. Bartleby now informs me that the portal to Grizzleheim is now active, and travel there is possible. Oh, fortuitous news indeed. We have great need of friends in this dark time. Go to Grizzleheim and make allies of the fierce warriors dwelling there. You should speak to their king.
Alright, let's go to World Gate in Northgard.
Ho there, Outlander. What brings you to Grizzleheim?
You explain that you've been sent to speak with the king of Grizzleheim.
You want to speak with our king? Not today, little wizard. Our king doesn't just speak with any young cub who asks. No offense intended, but only the most worthy of warriors can speak with the king of Grizzleheim. I'm Bjorn Ironclaws, a famous hero of my people. If you make a name for yourself, I will speak for you and see that you get to meet our king. No one here trusts an outsider. All great warriors of Grizzleheim have a band of allies to trust and rely on. If you want to see our king, you should become a member of my band. My men will show you our ways, so you're no outsider. Go and speak to my sword brother Hagen Shieldbreaker in our camp by the river. Tell him I sent you.
Well, how about that? We're pretty close to level 56, but I really don't see myself hitting it too soon, if I'm honest, so...
What you doing in Grizzleheim? Never you mind. Something important, I reckon. I was wondering if you could do old Zeke a favor, if it's not too much hassle. I like to look out for the little things. In Grizzleheim, I'm watching out for any lost yardbirds. Could you keep your eyes open and see if you spot any yardbirds around? There used to be a flock of about 10 of them. Let me know when you're done.
And I think that's the quest that gives the absolute most XP in the world. So how about that? This guy has dialogue?
Outlander, a moment of your time if you have to spare?
Well, he didn't give me a quest, so...
What brings you to the camp of Bjorn Ironclaws? Bjorn sent you? He wants us to teach you our ways and see if you're worthy of joining our band? Fair enough. Let us start then. If you wish to learn our ways and join this band, you must learn to be fearless at all times. Fear profits you nothing. Your destiny was woven long ago, and nothing you do can escape fate. It is best to meet challenges with courage in your heart and a blade in your hand. I do not know if you are cowardly or courageous. Only you know which. Go to our old burial ground and defeat 3 troubled warriors. Return then and tell me what was in your heart.
3 troubled warriors. Got you, man.
We heard the troubled warriors' howls from here. Were you fearful, or were you fierce? Speak the truth, or I will know if you do not. Good then. That's what I like to hear. Stay courageous. Luck may save you sometimes, but only if your courage holds. A hero is nothing without his reputation, and a great part of that reputation comes from the deeds of his father. You're an outsider, though, and no one knows who your father was. So we must get a great hero to speak highly of you, as if you were his own child. Go back into the burial ground, to the mound of Ingvar Sharptooth. Convince him that you're a worthy heir to his reputation.
What manner of being are you to confront me so openly? You would like me to speak well of you? That you can share in my reputation? I will not give my regard so lightly. Prove your worth in battle. I'm impressed, young cub. You've proven you've got mettle. You faced me without fear and defeated me with great skill. You can tell any who ask that I am as proud of you as if you were my own child.
Okay, don't press Z.
So, did you win words of praise from Ingvar Sharptooth? Excellent. Are you certain you aren't from here? You are taking to our ways as if born to them. Now, it is one thing to defeat spirits, but it is what a hero does among the living that echoes through eternity. Not far from here is a camp of split-hoof barbarians. When they grow daring enough, they harass and steal from the honest folk of Grizzleheim. Go there and give those split-hoof barbarians a lesson in manners. That should earn you the favor of the townsfolk and help your heroic reputation. Defeating one of them should be enough to show them their troublesome ways are at an end. I'm sure that one will think twice before he troubles the town again. You're well on your way to becoming a hero. We've been ordered by Bjorn to stay in this camp, but there's something you can do for us. Bjorn told us he was sending Einar Thunderhammer, a blacksmith, to our camp to tend our weapons and armor. He's late, probably captured by the barbarians. Why not stroll over to the Splithoof camp and see if you can find him? If he's locked up, you'll have to find a key to free him. Just defeat Splithoof Rangers until you find the one with the key.
Shattertusk's gonna crush off little cub, break his bones, take his gold.
Don't think you're taking my gold, Shattertusk.
What's this? Hagen sent a child to come and rescue me? He should be ashamed. Still, though, you defeated Shattertusk handily. You're no mere youth, I'll wager. You have my thanks. I can find my way out now that Shattertusk is dealt with. You'd best head on back to camp and speak to Hagen.
You rescued Einar, I gather. Good work. He'll tell others of your battle with Shattertusk, and your fame will spread. You're building a name for yourself. Becoming a hero our people will respect and admire. I'll teach you our ways, but there's a price to be paid. When you become one of our people, our enemies become your enemies. We've fought the Grendels for as long as we can remember. They're an ancient, evil race of terrible monsters. Some Grendels are small. We can fight them well enough. The most horrible of the Grendels are like avalanches. They must be avoided or endured. Easier to fight a mountain. Long ago, the Grendels invaded an old fort nearby named Drogarth. Now only spirits dwell there, but spirits have great wisdom. If you want to see our king, you should learn to fight the Grendels. Go and speak to the spirits there, and learn of the Grendels.
I was one who fought the Grendels when they attacked this fort. First they attacked in daylight, and we fought them honorably. Then they crept over the walls in the night, and attacked as we slept. We fought bravely, but we were defeated. Now, this place is called Drogarth, the home of the dead.
It is said that the first mother of all the Grendels went to all things in the world and begged them to swear oaths to never harm her child. She went in disguise as a kind old woman, and because she seemed harmless, all things agreed not to harm her child. Only the Spider Queen said no to her request, because spiders are evil and harm is in their nature. In time, the old oaths were forgotten somewhat, but those first Grendels could not be harmed by any force, and they grew great and terrible.
Wait a minute, there's lore here.
It is said that the first mother of all...
Okay.
Now, the greatest and oldest Grendels fear only one thing in the whole of Grizzleheim: spiders. Go and speak to Soren the Wise, and he will teach you to use that knowledge.
I was blacksmith of this fort, and I fought alongside with the warriors, with weapons of my own making. My finest weapons were not enough. Our axes shattered, bent against the most powerful Grendel. We lost the battle. That will not happen again. I will show you how to make a weapon with the venom of spiders. A blade that will defeat the Grendels.
Soren the Wise teaches you the ancient arts of sword making, including some special techniques that will serve against the Grendels.
Did the spirits grant you the wisdom to fight the Grendels? You now know how to make a blade that will do harm to the most powerful of the Grendels. All great heroes need great weapons. And the best are those you forge yourself. It's time you had such a weapon. Go and speak to the blacksmith Einar Thunderhammer. He will show you what to do.
So, my rescuer returns. What can I do for you today? You know how to make a special blade to defeat Grendels? I can't wait to get started, but I'll need a lot of help. I'll show you how to forge your blade, but I can't do much without my forge tools. The split hooves took them from me when I was captured. After you rescued me, I looked around for them, but I couldn't find them. Could you go back to the split hoof camp and get my hammer and tongs from them? The one named Bloodseeker has them.
Bear probably didn't farm Eon. That's true.
It's good to have my tools back. I felt like a part of me was missing. You have earned my gratitude once again. Now we're going to get started. This blade will be forged according to our ancient traditions and the new technique you learned in Drogoth. For the metal of the blade, we're going to need a lot of peat. Peat is a kind of rotten mud we use to make bog iron. To make the blade deadly against Grendels, we're going to need spider ichor. The easiest way to get some of that is to defeat some bog spiders. You should be able to find peat and bog spiders in the webwood. You've brought back some peat and spider ichor, just like I asked. Now on to the next step. I'll begin burning the peat down to get the bits of iron out of it. It's a long and dull task, so I won't trouble you with it. What I need next is beyond my ability to retrieve. The stinger of the Spider Queen Scothy, mightiest of the spiders. Scothy lurks deep in a cave in the webwood. I can craft it into the metal of the blade along with the spider ichor, and that will make the blade a bane to the Grendel.
I like Grizzleheim's story and like its lore, but you just don't get anything from it. It's like, I will be level 55 in Mircom Keep, and just for the record, I'm 9.5 bars of the way to 56. Dark Gear was disappointing in the balance, actually brought my damage down. Yeah, I mean, I know that, like, the ropes, at least, I think give less.
Good work. It's in excellent shape as well. You're truly a skilled warrior. Let me get to work on the blade.
Einar begins hammering on the rough ingot of metal, folding the stinger into it until they are united. He hands the sword to you.
This is the finest weapon I have yet forged. You have your blade, but it needs to be blessed. Even with the spider stinger, it's still just a mortal blade. The blessing of the spirits will give your blade great power. And in this battle, you will need every advantage you can earn. Your blade must be thrice blessed, so you must seek the blessings of 3 spirits. In the woods by the boar camp is an old forest spirit called Iron Splinter. At this camp's waterfall, you can evoke a water spirit named Whisper Tide. Finally, you can summon a fire spirit called Storm Glare from the campfire outside.
Outlander, I sense in your heart the intent to rid our land of the Grendels. They foul the waters and plague the land. I bless your blade with the grace of water. Go now and use it with great skill.
I need to extend on the Davalier. That was so cool. It really was. And I like the mechanic where it's like if you fought Jotun without killing his brothers first, it would have been just like really like a lot harder. The brothers would have spawned in the Hall of Valor. No, I'm actually questing up a fire to 130 for gardening purposes, doing the same thing I did on my myth. Waterworks robe and random ass gear drops for real. Quick, let's do a few King Boar runs. Yeah, totally, bro. Just let me run through on my level 55 ice, right?
Who trespasses upon my domain? You fought with honor, Outlander. I see that you are not one of the Grendels who spoil the land. I sense you bear a blade of power. Made to defeat them. My blessing of oak is upon your blade. Wield it with great strength.
Forged in fire, this blade was made to be born against the Grendels. They act without honor, without pride.
and should be defeated. Show me your sword, that I might bless it with the flame of courage. Within the heat of battle, it will not fail you. I can sense the power that blade now holds. You've now a weapon fit for a hero, or even a king. Now that you've got your sword, there's little I can do for you. Take it to Hagen's shield breaker and he'll guide you to victory.
Did Einar Thunderhammer help you make a blade suitable for a hero? You're well on your way to becoming a hero. But even the greatest hero must choose battles wisely. You don't want to be distracted in your fight with Skellig, the mightiest of these Grendels. Skellig and his Grendels have overrun another fort belonging to our people, a place called Drogarth. Go there and defeat a few of them. They'll be wary of you after that. That will teach the lesser Grendels to stay out of the way when you face their leader, Skellig. Now there's no stopping you from confronting Skellig and driving the Grendel from Drogarth. Go to the fort now and see if you can find your way in. If the way is not clear, always remember that spirits contain great wisdom. Seek their counsel if you need it. Return here once you know how to enter the fort.
Also, why does Dad just gotta say no against absorbs? Because it's the death school. That's King Zell's favorite.
The doors are sealed. You can tell that powerful magic is at work here. There must be a way through.
Those doors were sealed by a powerful Grendel shaman called Thulin. Only those bearing runic talismans may pass. To gain your own runic talisman, you must defeat Thulin and take
It goes
it
against the
from
balance. Side note, the Grendel shamans look dope, for real.
You find a runic talisman among Thulin's possessions.
That's how they kept our warriors out of the fort? A runic talisman? You're as clever as you are powerful. I could sing honeyed words of praise about you all day, but it is deeds, not words, my people will respect. Now is the time for you to bear your Bane blade against Skellig, leader of these Grendels. Go to Drogarth and drive him from that once fair place.
What kind of ASMR do you listen to? It's like, you know those ASMRs where it's like your boyfriend takes you out to eat, but then his ops pull up on it, and that's the kind of ASMR that I listen to.
You find that the runic talisman has already opened the gates to Drogarth.
Isn't that kind of what Jacob does, or am I trolling? Yeah, he doesn't run braid gear.
Foolish little hairless one. I cannot be defeated.
Okay, you need to hear this voice line that's coming up in a second.
What's that? A thrice blessed spider bane blade? Ah!
I just know the voice actor here started like just dying of laughter as soon as he said that. Must have been crazy. He just came. Facts. All that just to get killed in one turn by my blizzard.
You did well. The whole valley echoed with the sounds of your battle. Now everyone will know you to be a great warrior. I've taught you all I can of our ways, and you've learned every lesson. I will speak highly of you to Bjorn when I see him next. For now, you can go and tell him we would be honored to have you in our band.
It is good to see you once more. You appear well enough. Hagen taught you well. The word of your deeds sped here like on the wind. Our people are impressed with tales of the glory an Outlander has won. But it is still too soon for you to see the king. Deeds grow in the telling. Your reputation is great, but not yet mighty enough. I sense that you are a great warrior in your homeland. Your own people must have need of heroes. You should return home for now, but remember, you are always welcome in Grizzleheim. If you wish to earn a heroic name in Grizzleheim, Outlander, fate has put you on the right path. A small village called Andersholt is troubled by raiders. whose ways are not known to us. Go there and learn what has happened, and offer what aid you can spare. Go and speak to Egil Axebearer, the guardian of Anders Holt.
All right. Lending a paw. Get this Yardbird.
You say Bjorn Ironclaw sent you? You don't look like much, but if Bjorn speaks well of you, we're glad to have your sword with us. Oh, this is what has come to pass. Ivar Anderson, our Thane, betrayed his village to a group of bloodthirsty warriors called the Red Claw. The Thane is supposed to be our leader and champion, but Ivar opened our gates to the Red Claw and they raided the village, driving us out. Now the people of Anders Holt are hungry, cold, and afraid, and I cannot go and hunt for them because I must stay and defend them here. If you wish to help, go into the forests and return with warm fur. Ferocious wildclaw fur is best, and gather some winter berries.
Oh yeah, I should probably get these spawn here.
Your kindness is appreciated. Our people will be warm and have food to eat, but we still must hide in the wild while the Red Claw burns our village. While you were away, I learned that 3 others of our village are still lost in the wild. They're not warriors, and the Red Claw will harm them if they are caught. If you wish to aid us more, you will go into the nearby woods and find them. You found them? Good work. You've got some skill as a tracker, I see, and you're braver than I thought. You've aided us greatly, to be truthful, but if you want to defend us, now is the time. I can hear the sounds of the Red Claw informers in the woods, coming this way. If they find us, we will suffer. Can you go and meet them in battle? You must defeat them before they find their way to this camp. You've done well. If the Red Claw does not hear from the scouts, they will think we are long gone, or they will be afraid to attack us. Both ways, we are safe. It is as I feared. Another of our villagers is missing. The village elder, a wise man named Grimnir, stayed behind. The others say he refused to leave Anders Holt when the Red Claw attacked. He would not leave his home, saying he would await his fate there. Can you go to Anders Holt and see if Grimnir can be swayed to come to safety?
You're not one of the Red Claw. Why have you come? Egil Axebearer sent you? I'm sorry, but I will not leave this place. I have lived here my whole life, and no one can drive me away. You can help by taking a message to Egil for me. Tell him that I've known Ivar Anderson since he was but a cub, and he would never willingly give aid to the Red Claw. Ivar is an honorable Thane, and this village was founded by his grandfather and bears his name. He would never betray it. I suspect that Ivar must be under some dark enchantment. Go and tell that to Egil Axebearer. He will know what to do.
Oh, you come alone. So it must be that Grimnir would not leave. That can't be helped. Grimnir says that Ivar is under an enchantment? It must be so. Ivar was an honorable Thane before the Red Claw came to our land. I know little about enchantments, so I can do nothing for Ivar Anderson. You know the ways of magic. Can you look into this matter and see what can be done? An old Grendel wizard called Bolthorn lives in the boiling fields. He knows of enchantments and other dark magic. Go and speak to Bolthorn and see if there's a remedy for the enchantment upon Ivar, our Thane.
That old ice magic.
Approach, youngling. You are far from home. Far, far from home indeed. Say nothing. I already know what brings you to this place. You seek to break the spell put upon Ivar Anderson, Thane of Anders Holt. There is much you do not understand, much that is hidden. I will aid you, but my answer is to a question you do not yet know to ask. My counsel does not come without a price, and it must be paid before answers will come. I want the claw of a brave warrior, one who guards the weak. Go to Egil Axebearer and ask this of him.
That crazy wizard wants one of my claws? If it will help my Thane, then I will give it to him.
Egil grimaces and breaks off the smallest of his mighty claws. He hands it to you.
It is a small price to pay, if it will restore my Thane to his old self.
He was a brave one indeed. to surrender a claw so readily. Do not worry for him. That lost claw will be a sign of his honor. You will find your answers in the deepest crypt, but you cannot enter that dark place without my help. Bring me these 3 things. Geyser water from the boiling plains, crypt bark from a decaying bog walker, and slime from the death troll called Drek Darktooth. When you offer me these 3 things, I will tell you more. With these 3 things, I will craft a salve for you. It is needed for what is to come. Take this salve I've made for you and smear it across your hands. The door to the crypt will be barred for you if you do not do as I say.
You smear the salve on your hands. Your skin begins to tingle, and then begins to itch. A lot.
Do not fear, Outlander, and do not scratch at it. It will wash away in a short time. Now, you must go to the crypt and retrieve a sacred talisman called the Eye of Truth. The Eye of Truth will show you what you cannot see. With it, you have what you need. Go now, and trouble me no longer.
Okay, so, for those unaware, this is a Dragonspire style, like, 6th-floor dungeon.
This looks like the right place. You touch the crypt door, and it opens. Your hands no longer itch.
So, yeah. Forgotten Clansman. Okay. First we had Hagen Shieldbreaker talking about evil races, and now we have this guy. Gas.
The Eye of Truth appears.
Her voice line gets cut off, too, which is kind of funny.
You take the Eye of Truth.
You have returned. Did you make the trade? An eye for a single claw? Some would call that a good bargain. If Bolthor spoke without deceit, the Eye of Truth will reveal the foul enchantment upon Ivar Anderson and free him. To rescue our Thane, you must find him in Frostholm, the fortress of the Red Claw. Those left in the village are put to work making Frostholm, so they may know where Ivar is. Speak to Grimnir, the village elder who stayed in Andersholt. If he knows anything, he will tell it to you.
At long last, we are level 56.
You should not have returned. It's dangerous out there. But fate put you here for a reason. I will help you. If you wish to get into the Red Claw Fort of Frostholm and rescue Ivar Anderson, your best hope is to sneak in and cause trouble for them from inside. They are looting the village and all the nearby lands of all our weapons. They do this to arm themselves and to keep us from fighting back. They have taken many weapons already, so now they're looking for the most valuable ones. If you present yourself at their gate with a great weapon, they will let you in. Ragnar Stormbrow, leader of the Red Claw here in Andersholt, carries the finest weapon I have yet seen. Take it from him. They are certain to want it.
Wizard, you think you're worthy to enter Frostholm? Ha! In your dreams. Enter at your own peril, as it is a dungeon.
Dying in Frostholm. Y'all ever rage in a game so hard you pause the game and cut your hair? I can't say that I have.
Who are you? How did you get here? It matters little. Your trespass ends right now.
I'm gonna get on drugs like Carolac. Facts. I'm convulsing right now, chat. Dude, I muted myself on Discord to cough, and then realized that that doesn't actually mute me on stream. Tough. I like he does.
Hold on there. No one can come in unless they're bringing supplies. That's a fine blade there. Just like the one Ragnar Stormbrow carries. You'll be glad to have it. You can use it as a spare. Go right in. Speak to Ulrich Oathbreaker inside. He will guide you.
If the purge is real, what would y'all do? Fraud.
What do you want, young cub?
Ulrich Oathbreaker leans forward and speaks in a whisper.
You can trust me. Grimnir told me of an outlander who was trying to help us rid our village of the Red Claw. I pretended to break my oath so that I could learn how to defeat the Red Claw, but I am still loyal to my people. I can tell you how to cause trouble for the Red Claw and help you get to see Ivar Anderson. If your goal is to get to speak with Ivar Anderson, you must gain the trust of his henchman, Gunnar Quickaxe. Gunnar is the Red Claw camp leader. Go present yourself to Gunnar Quickaxe. Tell him you will work for him. When he gives you a task, return to me. We will see if we can turn it to our advantage.
You want to join the Red Claw, huh? You don't look like much, but we'll take anyone who's ruthless and resourceful. I see that you've got a good weapon to add to those we've already got. Good then. Go and find Haldor Stormwatcher. He's in charge of our weapons storehouse. You'll want to see that fine sword you've brought us.
It is as I thought. Haldor Stormwatcher is our quartermaster. He is in charge of the horde of weapons the Red Claw arm themselves with. If you wish to help the people of Anders Holt, defeat Haldor Stormwatcher and sabotage the weapons he's got stored. That will weaken the Red Claw when they try to use them in battle.
I kind of wish there was a secret boss that would spawn here. But I guess not.
You there! I'm Haldor Stormwatcher. I'm the quartermaster here. With these weapons I've gathered, the Red Claw will easily defeat all our foes. We'll take the King's Own city from him and we'll rule all of Grizzleheim. What do you have for me? What do you mean it's not for me? Foolish young cub, step a bit closer and I'll take it from you.
You use some tricks the blacksmith taught you to weaken the metal of the weapons. With a little work, they become useless for battle.
You have done well. If they use those weapons in battle, they will certainly be defeated. No one suspects your work yet, but you should remain careful. Our work is going well, but we can do much more to weaken the Red Claw and ensure their defeat. Go and speak to Gunnar Quickaxe once more and see what task he will put you to. Such an opportunity can be used against the Red Claw.
You again? Looking for more work, I gather. Very well. If you want to be useful, go and give this gift of fine golden arm rings to the boars that just joined the Red Claw. Their leader is named Scarsnout. He's not too bright and has a rash temper, so do not anger him. Give him the gold and he'll distribute it to his warriors. That should show the boars that we respect them and see them as our equals.
Gunnar gave you golden arm rings to give to Scarsnout, leader of the boars? Those are fine gifts, tokens of the highest respect. They won't see those arm rings, though.
Ulrich looks around and pulls out a small wooden bottle. It looks like something a child would drink from.
I found this earlier today. It's blueberry juice, a drink for cranky little cubs with upset stomachs. Give it to Scarsnout.
Scarsnout happy to join Red Claw. Gunnar says he gives us gift to show respect. You bring gift?
You give the bottle of blueberry juice to Scarsnout. A look of confusion crosses his face, then anger.
What this? Blue juice for cranky tummy? This drink for cub, not warrior. Gunnar insults us? He think boars are cranky cubs? Scarsnout send message back to Gunnar. He start by smashing you.
You're gonna what?
Good work. Now the boars think the Red Claw has no respect for them. They are still troublesome, but they won't be allies. Our work, I think, is almost at an end. We can risk one more act of sabotage, and it had better be for the greatest good. Go and see Gunnar Quickaxe and see what mischief he will set you to. Then return once more, and we will try to make good of it.
You there, young cub. How do the boars like their golden arm rings? I'll wager they were quite pleased. Did Scarsnout send word back? No oath of fealty? No promise of aid? That is troubling, but no great matter. The boys will likely show their gratitude in another way. If you want to be a member of the Red Claw, we have need of ruthless, cruel men who will not listen to the cries of weaklings. Go to the jail and speak to Olaf Ironchains. We've captured some villagers, and Olaf will need help breaking their spirits.
Gunnar wants you to go interrogate villagers, does he? Your choice is clear. Defeat Olaf Ironchains and set the villagers free.
Gunnar sent you to help interrogate these weakling villagers? Good. I can use an assistant. Go and soften them up some. Put the fear into them. I'll follow it up with the hurt. Here's a key to their cell doors. Let me know if they talk. What are you doing? I'll get you.
You did well. Olaf Ironchains was evil, and the prisoners are safely away from here now. Gunnar hasn't heard of our acts of sabotage yet, so you should go speak to him now before he does. He'll surely let you in to see Ivar Anderson after all that you've done for him.
You there! I've heard some troubling news. Weapons destroyed, boars angry, and now escaped prisoners. You're not with us. Brothers of the Red Claw, attack!
Go to Ivar Anderson. Last fight of this area, so that's good.
I do not know who sent you, but you're not leaving here alive.
You remove the Eye of Truth from your pouch and hold it up. The illusion upon the Thane falls away. His true identity is revealed.
It does not matter that you've seen my true face. We have the Thane. You cannot stop us.
You have defeated the impostor who betrayed the folk of Anders Holt. But where is the true Thane? Where is Ivar Anderson?
Did you meet with success? A foul raven was disguised as Ivar Anderson? That's grim news indeed. If he was a raven, then where is the real Ivar Anderson? You should go and give this news to Bjorn Ironclaws. He was a friend of Ivar's and will know what to do. Soon, thanks to you, we will be rid of the Red Claw.
Well, alrighty then. That is going to wrap up the episode. I'm going to get the quest to go to Mircombe Keep. And then I could actually do the Legion Shield quest starting off the next episode. So I think that might be what I do. But for now, Bjorn.
Young Outlander, did you learn what troubled the village of Anders Holt?
Bjorn Ironclaws looks troubled, as you explain that Ivar Anderson was replaced by a raven trickster who betrayed the folk of Anders Holt.
You tell a dark tale, one I wish I had not heard. The king must know of this. I will tell him when we next hold council. Thank you for your help in this great matter. Your fame grows with every deed you accomplish. Soon you will be counted among Grizzleheim's mightiest heroes. In the time since we last spoke,
2 seconds ago,
the wolves are howling in anger at our king. They say they have proof the bears have sided with the Red Claw. They claim that they captured Ivar Anderson, Thane of Anders Holt. I thought it a mistake, but now I know they have the real Thane, and the one we knew was an imposter. Now brave warriors ready themselves to assault the wolves, to rescue the Thane from their midst. Demonstrate your loyalty to our king by joining this assault and proving your valor in battle. Go and speak to Osric Grimbold, the leader of those warriors. He is surely in need of your aid.
Well, how about that? We will start the quest Full Grizzle Jacket in the next episode. So for now, thank y'all for watching. I've been Ice Gold. Be sure to like, subscribe, and leave 50 comments for the algorithm. My Discord is down in the description if you want to chat with me some more. And I will see y'all